Hello my little caribou and welcome to CDQ. Today we are talking about a book written by Eiichiro Oda. A manga written by Eiichiro Oda. It's of course One Piece. It's not a secret if you follow my Instagram. So if you want to know what I read as I read them, go see my Instagram. I always post about the book that I'm reading currently, being physical book or audiobook. So today we are talking about One Piece 1 through 6. Because this manga is very long, I will taking them in 6 volumes, so 2 omnibus, which is a little more than what I intended to do before, because when I read Tokyo Ghoul, I didn't want to do a review by volume because I ended up having way too much video about this, but this manga have a lot going on, and so in those 6 volumes there is a lot of stuff happening, but I don't want this to turn into a manga channel. This is not my intention, even if manga is really interesting. I really love manga. And as for the one we are talking about today, One Piece, this is a manga in which I have tried to follow for a very long time. I think it's been 20 years ago at this point that I started to listen to the anime. And I'm almost at the point that I was at when I stopped. I tried to listen to it something like 3 or 4 times that I start back because I was listening a couple of episodes, then I was lacking some time, so I was letting too much time pass, so I decided to start back. So now I'm starting it again, but in reading, and this time I want to stick. I don't know when I'm going to take a break, because with a manga that big that I've run for that almost as long as I lived, you need to take a break at some point, but I don't know exactly when. I think I will read one or 2 more and then take a break, so maybe at episode 14 or something like this I will take a break after that. So there is a lot happening here. In this omnibus we follow Luffy in his first when he's a child, and his ended down is a famous straw hat. And then we're following several of his adventures. The first one being Boogie the Clown, which is really funny because we will see in the later books. We have follow-up about Boogie the Clown, because in the beginning of not each chapter, but each time that we start a new volume. So for example 4, 5, 6, we have a picture showing what Boogie is doing after the story, after history is done, and we kind of follow him through different adventure, and he's kind of following Luffy around, so that's really funny to see. But yeah, that's for this one. He's want to destroy a town. The town is basically empty because everyone ran away. That's where he learned about Nami, who would become his navigator. And then in the other one he needs a swordman, and so he end up in a city where he learned a swordman, who actually a parrot hunter, is held up. I didn't say that in the beginning, I think, but I really should. If you want to become the king of the pirate bubble, if you never heard about One Piece, but it's really doubtful that you never heard about this, because it's basically the highest selling manga in the world, the most popular manga in the world for the past 20 years or something like this. So Solo, I think his name is going to rescue him in the prison. And at the beginning he don't want to, because he have a deal with the son of the man in charge of the prison, but Luffy tell him that he doesn't want to honor his deal anyway, even if he succeeds. Now we want to go away, but they need to neutralize the boss of the place, because he want to kill them, and of course they succeed. Well, because there is 200 episodes after that. Well, of course they succeed. Following this, they need to find a ship, because at this point they have just basically a sloop. So they need to find a ship. They go to an island where they are supposed to have a rich girl who might be giving them a ship, but she ended up doing that because they saved the entire town from pirate. And the butler of this girl is actually a famous pirate that is going to hiding, faking his death to basically kill her and stole her fortune, and is having this plan for several years in motion that has been in service of this girl that is very sick. That's how they're introduced to the next one of his troop, that at the beginning doesn't want to go with him like everybody else. It's like a team. The people that you want in his crew doesn't want to be in his crew, and then they say okay. And what is very funny about this one is his father is actually in a crewmate for the guy who gave him the straw hat. That's an interesting connection. So he basically followed the path of his father by becoming a pirate. And then of course they are a crew of not many, but they need a chef. They sail for a floating restaurant that is very, very close to the red line to try to get a chef, and they want to recruit this guy. But of course he doesn't want. He wants to stay there, and we learn the reason why he doesn't want to go is because he owes his life to the captain of this ship, who basically went starving for him not to starve. Basically, when he was a child, he was on a ship, and this pirate ship attacked them, and everybody's died in a storm, and he's just alone with the future chef on an island. In this one, we have a battle spreading several volumes. We will see that in the further volume, but he is finally accepting to go with him because he's kind of kicked out of the ship because the captain wants him to go explore on his own and become better. We'll continue next time in a further episode when I will have 2 more read of this. So until next time for another book. Ciao!